And welcome back to the shiny hunting every dark type Pokemon in the month of March. Now we had a lot of fun with the Dynamax adventures yesterday where we got our Lipard. But today we have to come back to this grind where we're going to have to try and get the missing couple, shall we say, which is the Spiritomb, Oshawott and a potential Eevee. So we're going to go back to do what we did last time, where we just reset till we get what we need. See if we get anything in the unknowns. It'll work because we need to get them eventually for our form decks. So why not? Do we get an early one? No, we don't. Okay. So we sort of mentioned that we will be doing our other new challenge in April, which will be Dynamax only day or month. And we're trying to get as many people in as we can to join us, with the idea to see how many shinies we can all get in that month of April. It doesn't really matter if it's just the basic ones or the legendaries, it's just everything is up for grabs in that. For this we're probably going to do the targets, then the berries, and then that's it. I feel like that'll do not very much to go by. So we'll go down here, take these on, just to get some berries. Like, there's something we actually need to defeat as part of our challenges. I believe we still need to defeat a couple more. So we'll head down there and do that. It's a difficult one because we're at that awkward stage in this game. Hello boy from Belgium, how are you doing? We said that we're back doing our like slow grind as such now, where we don't really have much to do in this game for this challenge, and so we need the Spiritomb, Oshawott and Eevees, and I'm just going to do berry collections and a bit of dex work if they're on the berries. But I still need to do Woodhammer a few more times, some strong style moves, defeat with grass moves, etc. So we do a bit of everything. So, did you manage to get any more shinies in the games with Corey last night, or was it not many more after I left the chat? Maybe we'll just do one at a time of these. You'll just save them all for next month for the Dynamax Adventure month. That's what we meant to say. As we said, I've been trying to perfect the dexes a lot in this game. It means a lot of a bit of grinding away through these. Like last time I checked, I'm getting close to 90. It's very good, I think, to be honest, but it's not quite at the level I was meant to do the strong style with that one. And I'm only going to do the berries, I'm not going to circle around anymore. Because now I can't really use that move anymore, which is a bit silly of me. Where have they all gone? We'll have to just do strong style leaf blade. I think I had to defeat about 8 more of these. But I've been doing my little bit of the research stuff, I've been collecting a lot of really random shiny. I got a Riolu yesterday, which was pretty nice. Of course I got another, like, Staraptor, or Staravia, because of course you get more of them. But otherwise, I think we've done pretty well. I'm putting them all in a mixture of the proper location and the shiny living decks. Like, not going to dump them yet. Oh wait, there's another thing in here, is there? I didn't even know that was here. But we've got to do some stuff with Glalie. We might as well get that doing. Good luck with that. Have you got yourself like a really good path yet, or are you just going to go with what happens you get sort of thing? And just work around it a bit? I've never got to the bit where I've looked to have proper... Like, I know Zygarde, you need to have a really good path. Otherwise you're not getting very far at all. Definitely no Spiritombs on there. I know I've missed them before. Well, that's not too bad then, because like, you're like the expert on that one as well, you know all the best bits. So Rhydon is moves, Glalie is moves, and Rhyhorn, we've got to beat one more with grass. That's not too bad. So that's where you can see how well we're doing with our dex entries. You can see that I must be close because I've got 99999 points. That's always your hint to see how well you're doing, because you've broken the experience. That was good for us when we were doing that one, wasn't it? The Midnight Light and Rock is my favourite for the ones to use in them, because the only thing is it doesn't have many rock moves, does it? It has Stone Edge, obviously, but you don't get much PP with that. You've got to have the nice route where you can use some of the dark moves. I believe it had Crunch, Taunt, and something similar to that, but I can't remember what. We've got a lot of berries here. Well, oh, no, we didn't want to fly because we need to go underground. I'm pretty sure the Duots are in here. That was the one. I knew it was something good, but so it's good to get it as well, because of course you can use it to defeat things. Especially the rock types you're after and the ice types. So at least you don't have to waste your rock moves. Okay, that hurt more than it should have. I've decided I'm no longer just going to catch stuff. I got tired of that, especially these buggers. They caused me so much problems. We're going to take them all one-on-one until I've used up all my bows, and then we'll worry. So we said we don't really mind this one because it doesn't run away. But Torterra's one I want to get the moves done on quite urgently. Like, I slacked a little bit. I got a little bit distracted yesterday after the Dynamaxes and didn't do as many as I should have. But I will say that Dynamax stream was our best audience stream to date. So I'm hoping April will be a very busy month. As we said, we're trying to bring other people in to join the challenge. And it could almost be something that, not necessarily between us, but we can work our way through almost being live between us all, between 12 to 16 hours. Like, I'm not saying no one else go live when I'm live, that gets what I mean, but you know what I mean. Like, as you say, the unique viewers, there was probably more than 4 people that would have taken part in them. And because we had that many, if we sort of know that someone else is doing them, you can almost point each other to someone else who's looking for someone else to join. Hello Kim, welcome in. We are back to this game. I know you love this game so much, because there are side acts in it. How are we doing today? Hopefully things are good. We'll do this one. It might not knock it out, but it'll do. Yeah, as I was saying, like, we could almost point each other out. Like, for example, if you guys are doing the Zygarde and you had the Yveltal person in the chat all day, they would come to mind. And if I had someone going, "Are you doing Zygarde?" I can go, "No, but Boy from Belgium or Corey are doing them." And then suddenly we're helping each other and completing the challenge. Oh dear. Any particular reason why they would do that to you? It is very difficult. Like, any sort of romancy stuff at that age anyway. As I say to you a lot. But we know what it's like. In a weird way, things will work out better in the end. It's like, why are you attacking all of the Curlians when you don't need to? Well, we need to do moves, and... Oh, wait, there's Glades. I need to defeat Curlia, so it's not actually a bad decision, this. It wouldn't just... It's not that, though, Kim. It's more, like, you're confident with what you want. They're probably still in that awkward stage where they're not quite sure if they want to come out completely. That's the different side of it. Like, it's difficult, like, because people still can be quite judgmental, and they're probably just scared to admit it at the moment. That's the way it sounds like. I always use the analogy of the movie Love, Simon. You see how everything is in that movie and how people act. I know it's only a movie, but it's still a story. So that's exactly... They're too scared to say anything because they don't want to upset parents. You've seen how it is in that movie with it, how judgmental everybody is and how fearful it was for them. Like, yes, it paints his parents as understanding, but a bit stupid, especially his dad. But at the end of the day, it's society is still not open to everyone being who they want to be. And it's a horrible thing. Like, you're a big football fan, just look at football as your best example. How many are openly gay in football? And the ones that do come out do it after they've retired because they admit they're scared to. But it's only the men's side that really struggle with that. The women's side is fine. But hopefully you can find something to keep you occupied and focus on other things. I don't know whether this is the smartest option to do all these, but I'm really torn with this game. I'm sort of stuck in the middle of wanting to complete these tasks and just hurry up and get Spiritomb. Half of me is really just excited to start April's challenge now, because this one's not gone as smoothly as I had hoped. Like, you can tell by our numbers we're a long way off. Like, what are we, 44 away from our total? So it's not been great for our targets. Oh, wait, we got this, did we? Well, that's not good. That's gonna... And technically next month it isn't a target we're going for, it's... Well, it is and it isn't. It's a community target rather than a personal target. Oh right, that was meant to go for the big fella. Okay, that'll probably knock me out. Okay, that's definitely going to hurt. Well, that goes the dark moves that I was trying to use. You are still alive, so if you get a hit on, we can use a strong style bite and win, I guess. I don't know what would be like a sufficient amount of berries to have, or whether I would look at it and go, well, that'll do. Or because what are we? We're 186. Like, that's a lot. But the problem is you can't buy them, and you can only get them by doing these. And while I could just catch everything, it's not what I want to do. But we've already seen that of the 3 we've done, we've already done like quite important amount of research. Where is this thing? There it is. Okay. Boop. Okay, well, if it now there is. I hate these balloons. Mainly because it was my first shiny in this game, and they elude me so much. But as we sort of said, like, we were looking forward to the Dynamax month. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that. But I can't really start it till I finish this challenge, and you can see where we are with it at the moment. We're sort of grinding out the last couple. Like, if we could get the Spiritomb, we won't come back to this game this month. So Torterra, Woodhammer is done, that's good. Strong Style's nearly all done too. So as you can see by that just how well we're doing with these. Like, these ones are the grinds, the ones that have like 2 moves and a strong or agile ability, and like Woodhammer and Headlong Rush are only 5 PP, so they take ages. So that's why we've sort of been going this way. Now, the current team I've got, you can have a quick look at it. It's not like the most like... I won't use this team again. Torterra we just looked at. We've got Fire, Blast and Flamethrower for Ninetales, Ice Fang and Crunch for Glalie. Thunder Punch I think I've got to do with Electivire, because I did the Thunder Waves because I just went and found a magic card for that. And Dusk Noir, we saw how many that had to do. So I've got like the wrong team at the moment. Like, usually I have someone that's got something really simple, and then 2 simple ones and 2 complicated ones. I like to have a bit of variation on moves, and I pretty much need to put Lucario back in because it's the only one with fighting moves I need to do. Kim finally won a catching battle. and has a brand new tree. Maybe the Ultra Balls are broken for you, because every time you use the Ultra Balls you get nothing. So we get nothing here. No point wasting that one. Oh yeah, I just read poke and see, and then I thought it said catch. Well, at least we're getting the rolls on the outbreaks. That's the positive with this. But as we were saying earlier, is the Dynamax stream was our best stream so far. So I'm thinking we're going to have a lot of fun in April. Now, even yesterday was like our best new followers day as well. Well, I believe I was below 80 before we started stream, and when I came on this morning we were up to the 85, so that was really good. So we can see that the thing is, they're good community sort of exercises. You want the team to do them, but you can do them solo as well. But we know ourselves, they can get frustrating when you do them on your own. Back to just battling again. But we know we needed to do strong style, so we'll do that with the leaf blades. I don't know if you've seen the rumour, boy from Belgium, but there's a rumour that there's actually going to be a Nintendo Direct this week, or tomorrow I believe. I don't know how much you read into rumours slash news that shouldn't have been released but has now become very public. But I believe there's some ZA rumours going around quite a lot today. I won't say what they are. I think what they're saying is there's going to be a Switch 1 this week and a Switch 2 next week. That's what it looked like it was suggesting. So that'll be interesting to say the least, because well, we know just how much there is still to come out. I'm not really sure why I've decided to use one more strong style move. Okay. I should be using the Electivire as well, shouldn't I? Yes, but it's a bit like PlayStation State of Play and whatever the Xbox One is. It's just sort of, it's like almost like a press conference telling you what games are coming out this cycle. So the thing is that they haven't done a direct yet this year, so they usually do one quite early on. But because they sort of released a feeble, I'll say feeble trailer for the new Switch, it wasn't like too much. It was like a look at what we've made. Didn't really say much about it. So they want to do one direct where they're talking about what the new Switch is and what's going to be on it, and the other one's meant to be what's going to come out this year on the normal Switch, which sort of hints that it's going to come out quite late. But it's been one of those years where people have been speculating endlessly about what things could be coming out. Like, yeah, that's why it's more about the games than the console. And that's what I think people are saying, that the one this week might be about the games and next week will be about the new console and the release of the games, instead of putting it all together. Yeah, we know we've got the new Mario Kart. It's whether it'll be like the release day title, isn't it, pretty much? Or like the package deal. It'll be interesting to see whether it would be worth it. Not as in it's a bad game, as in like most of us can still put on the most recent one. Well, that's not a good idea. This hasn't gone well. I thought I would have been first. Dust Noir's slow. Come back. Yeah, and you add in the fact that it was all of a lot of DLC to it. Buy a pack here, buy a pack there. So it was already quite expensive to get all the new tracks and everything. So that'll be what's sort of in the middle of what... That's why I think it'll be... They want to put a lot of focus on what is purely on the Switch 2 and one that's purely on the natural Switch. That's why I think they're saying there could be two. But we know Nintendo like to keep everything very, very quiet. It's been their way for years. But as I said, there's been a lot of leaks about new things coming to ZA. I won't say what they are. Probably won't put them in the chat in case anybody sees them, but it seems like the cat's out of the bag about quite a lot. So if you are trying to avoid them, just be aware that there is a lot going around the internet at the moment. I've sort of been building a Switch 2 budget slowly with bits and pieces. So late or mid last year I sold like £100 worth of Jungle, Fossil and Team Rocket Pokemon cards. Then this year I sold my PS4 for £100. So we've got 200 saved up ready for it. This is kind of why I want to do the different profiles, as like so I could play on both at the same time. That makes sense. So like if I was doing DAs like just offline, I could play 2-player minimum. Well, I wouldn't be offline with it because you'd be, but you know what I mean. I would be 2 of the 4 people because I would like to have a... I would imagine you'll be able to just upgrade your profile to the new one, but if I don't do both, like I don't know if you'll be able to bounce profiles between consoles or anything like that. But if I can just do one on each, I could do my good. The one we were playing with yesterday was one profile I could put on the new Switch, and my original profile I could set up again. So and it's the same with Scarlet and Violet, like, or the next dual release I could probably get both and play one on, if there be, of course, Switch 1 and 2. I could play one on the Switch and one on the Switch 2. And then, well, play them both on the Switch 2, I guess. But I imagine I'd be able to transfer between the two instead of going through home for like the trade evos and stuff. Okay, that'll do for here. We got some berries. Okay, my rule's going to be I'm going to get to 200 berries and then we'll stop doing outbreaks and stuff. Stop doing fighting and such. Because as we can see, we've done Headlong Rush is the main thing we need to do there. We're grinding through this one. I should start using Strong Style a bit more. My old trick was to put like the most useless moves on there, so like Baby Doll Eyes and just fight a magic up. Fair enough. It'll be interesting to see what they want to do with the releases, though, won't it? Sort of, because you think they've got to have some special game planned for the 30th anniversary, and not just a cheap remake as such. But I know, I believe, it might have been you, but it might have been someone else who sort of mentioned they think they'll do a vintage pack. I've seen people say like a legacy collection. So instead of having to have the online, you could buy one pack and it would have all the old games on. Which might be interesting. Where is this then? Okay, we're just inside that path. Oh no, we're not. We're around here more. Oh, this is the one around by the cave hole. Okay. We know they're going to get angry, so we might as well do them all. February and Gen 10 November. And I would imagine that you're thinking Gen 10 will be Switch 2 exclusive. Would you reckon they'll risk doing a downscaled one? I don't know, it's one of those where, like, if the console doesn't sell well, they're stuck, but they don't want to make it too backwards compatible because then no one will buy the new console. I don't know if you thought it might be a dual release sort of thing, like when you get like Xbox or PS4, PS5 releases. That was meant to be a strong style, wasn't it? Osho what? But that's the thing, that it's nice to have a few bits of speculation because you can all sort of work it out what you think will be best and whether it will be a good or bad. Because as we sort of said, like, if they start making them available on both, no one will buy the or not as many people will buy the Switch 2 because they'll just get the Switch. No worries, Kim. We're still deciding what we think is going to be the best release plan for the Switch and Switch 2. Do you know how long back they used to go? Because my knowledge is not great, but I think I only recently learnt that you might be able to play some of the 3DS on a normal DS, but morning Wolfie, welcome in. We're back to attacking otters. So yeah, no wolves but at otters. We're trying to work out the best strategy for the new Switch to come out. How was the stream last night? Maybe afternoon for you, I don't know. But it was night for me. I saw a notification to say you were playing the horror again. Do you have the fun alerts to scare you like we did to KBD when he played it? Let's go and deal with the bigger otters then. Game Boy did SDN, N64, GameCube. Fair enough, but yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know whether you could have played what I meant was, could you play ORAS or X on just a normal DS, or not, just without the silly 3D functions it had? You have to remember, Kim, it's difficult for us because of the time. Because there's a special 3DS that plays it in 2D, I think I read. Like, it's that big horrible one that looks like an Etchy sketch. But I thought you could... It said something about you could play them, just not with the 3D. Because even though I played them in 2D anyway. Because the 3D just gave me a headache. But we'll get back to the horrors eventually. We'll make sure that we can find a Wolfie stream. And then hopefully we can get enough support to get the sound alerts working so we can scare you even more when you play the game. Isn't that the plan? To make everybody jump when they're playing. We said we don't need to do any strong style, wasn't it? I think. They're very delayed today. That was very delayed. So you didn't manage to get me this time. But I don't know if you've noticed that when you played the blurb, it doesn't show anything on the stream. And that's because I actually put mine at the very back. I think I saw it say live, so it would have been probably about midnight our time. At least. That's why it's really difficult when you try to find an audience from everywhere, because everyone has such different times. Like theoretically this is not the absolute best time, because the way you can look at it is I sort of get the American mornings, and unless people aren't doing the traditional hours at work, you don't get the European audience. Flipping my camera, I don't really know how to do that. As in put it on the right hand side, or the actual camera. They're just going to run away, so I'm not going to bother with them. I just need to know if you meant on the other side of the screen or to full-blown flip the camera. Because if I do that, everything will be backwards, won't it? I don't really want it on the right-hand side of the screen. That's the main thing I don't want. I like it on this side because I like to have the column of information. And I'm not overly keen on doing the just the camera on the gameplay, if that makes sense. In this game, it's more about just a bit of luck, to be honest. If you've got the shiny charm, which you should have by completing the game, your odds are going to be way up. And then when you do the massive mass outbreaks, you will start getting better odds. So on the map here, Okay, we'll go back to the town and we'll look at the map. And I'll show you which ones are the better ones. Is there any particular shinies you're after? Because in this game we've got a living dex, so we've got plenty. So when you look at the map here, the question mark ones are about 1 in, I think it's 130. And you can sort of do the battles differently. So you could catch everything, but then the next time you catch the first, say 7, and then battle the 8th, and it will change what that last spawn will be. There's like a permutation thing. The best odds you'll get for shiny hunting will be getting the dexes like this. Where's one? So you can see, what have we got? So this one here, you can see it's got a star next to it, the Rosalia and the Blissey, for example, which means I've completed all of the research, and that then gives you another better increased odds, other than just the +10 or the research 10. So whenever I go hunting for a Blissey, there's even better odds, and then that gets put into the massive mass outbreaks, and then the mass outbreaks. And the mass outbreaks are the best odds you can get, where it's just one Pokemon that is there. But I don't think the permutations work on them. But generally, it could be just fly around the map at some times as well. Like, we did a challenge a couple of months ago where just with level 10 on everything, like may have a couple of perfected ones, I literally just flew around the maps for 31 hours, and I managed to get 56 shinies in that time. Not much. I'm not going to bother. Because I'm only going for certain ones for this challenge, I'm skipping a lot of what I would naturally do. But a lot of the maps is just find a nice route. Like, for me, Cornet Highlands and the coastlands are the best for routes. But completing dexes takes a long time. Like, some of the tasks are so over the top, it's ridiculous slow. Let's just say we haven't got closed on this one. You got that one's not actually as bad. So like I haven't really touched a Lilligant, and I've got to do Victory Dance 40 times and Agile Style 40 times, and it's a lot of work. I've sort of been doing it because I was looking to do these like type challenges. So these outbreaks will be the best odds you can get if you went to any of these. 100% the best odds. Just keep going in and clearing them. If you haven't got many shinies, you'll make sure you've definitely got the shiny charm after you finish the story. You don't really have to perfect it, to be honest. It's just, I'm just doing it for completionist reasons, but it does give you a slightly better odds. But you're already going to be on crazy odds without completing it. The only one you'll probably have completed will be the unknowns, because you need them completed to unlock the unknowns in there, and to get to Arceus, I believe, and Arceus. But it depends. Like most people do the perfect ones because they're full-blown shiny hunting the alphas. And then if you're going to only do the alphas, there are maps on Google that show you the absolute best route, quickest routes around all of the maps. Like for example, I'm going to go and look at this Cherum because it's very, very rare. So we might as well see if there's a shiny there. But even like in my time on this game, like, so we'll just have a very quick look at the shinies we've got in, and this isn't everything. I've taken a lot out. So this is like my challenge one, so only the top 2 rows. But just in the middle of this challenge, I've got the whole bottom row. Most of these have come from the past in here, so that's a full complete box. And a few of these need to be evolved. Like I've got really lucky and got the Alpha Steelix 3 times. But I've been trying to build a alpha and shiny dex. So like this is like box 1 in order. So you can see there's quite a lot we've got of most types. Like I actually got the Mr. Mime from Distortion a couple of days ago. It's only my second ever Distortion Pokemon. That's in there to be evolved. But I was also going to try and do an alpha shiny dex, but we're not doing very well. We've only got a couple. Like these are the diehards that want to get all this done. It takes so much time and a lot of commitment. All of the rubbish here is just to complete the decks. The Galarian. Yes, please say it's shiny as well. But this is probably the easiest game to shiny hunt in. You've also just got to be careful that some things will run, so be prepared to make sure you've got everything you need to stop them running. I'm a bit lazy. I use smoke bombs a lot. And you can use the goop things to bop things. So that's a shiny somewhere. That's a shiny, but I don't know which one. We know there's a shiny here. The other good thing about this game is if things are shiny, they tend not to run away. You can run away and re-get the animation to go off. So this is my lazy way, but we actually have a shiny Charum. Nope. I think it's that one. It's the left one, is it? I thought it was that one. Did we catch the shiny one? I am not sure. Good, good. We're going to catch it just in case there's another one. This is the problem about being a colourblind shiny hunter. You've kind of just got to be calm. I've learned that this only actually saves when you first come into the world, so it wouldn't have been too much of a problem. We could have just reset the game. What's that? Is that you? Oh, it was a Charum. Imagine if we got two. Kim's coming to attack us. Can't believe it. Getting angry that we caught a shiny. Is there still some here? Well, I think there's only going to be one here, right? So there's not much point in sticking around. Is that you there, Kim? I found Kim in the Pokemon game. Can you be quiet, please? Okay, well, we know there's not more than 4 there, so we'll fly back. And that sort of shows you how easy you can get shinies if you are still here. I don't know. No. We're going to speak to Professor and make sure it's definitely there. And then if it's not, we'll go back. There we go. We got a Charum. My paranoia takes over when I play these games. Yes, it's not a dark type, but it's a very rare type. And I actually needed to catch some more of them as well to complete that dex. But just by looking at a few of my dexes, you can see that a lot of it is just doing certain moves. And that is where I fall apart. Hello, Ray. How are you doing? We managed to get a shiny, which was nice. And it's a difficult shiny to get as well. We got this little cherry, which we'll put in the proper living deck straight away, because I want to make sure I keep it safe. And that's how I'm going to be playing Pokemon games from now on, is I'm going to just make the boxes to build living dexes from the moment I start the game. It's how we did Violet, so I want to do the same from now on, whichever game I play. Ooh, we have a frog, but we don't need to fry. I am doing good, thank you. How are you? Did you get many more W's? Or was it all Pat's fault that you didn't? But as we say, we haven't got many to get in this game, and next month we're trying something very ambitious, where we're going to do Dynamax adventures for the day, every day for the month. Poor Pats. It's always Pat's fault, isn't it? At least we control him by not letting him swear. That's his favourite redeem, isn't it? You can lurk all you want, it's not a problem. It was just that we caught you when you were asleep and you missed it. No. Really, nothing we need. Okay, off we go. As we said, we're sort of in an awkward stage in this game where we only sort of need 3 Pokemon to complete this challenge in this game. And because we only need 3, we're sort of going in and out and hoping they spawn. And if they don't spawn, it's just hoping. It's not like there's anything to do. That's why I want to go to the different challenge of the Dynamax, because they're very interactive and you can spend hours on them without even realising it. We do have an Oshawott, at least. Well, we have one Oshawott. Yeah. We're not... We'll fly here and do that. I'm getting lazy. Why not see if it's an easier route? I'm starting to find that things only appear in certain areas in these. As we said, we're just going to start battling things. I ended up looking at my phone, wondering what the message was. Kim, we'll get the trolling right eventually. It is fun to punch. Okay, not too bad. The problem is you need to pay attention to chat. We can't all be our chat readers like other people we watch. We need to be wide awake and ready to see what someone's got to say. Are either of you doing streams today? Or are you still on your break, Kim, aren't you? Yes, it's a very old glass. It's actually got the proper rock on it when he was popular. I believe it's from about the year 2000 or older. But there's no alcohol in it at least. Is it a Fortnite day or a Call of Duty day? Wolfie's back. Still seeing us attacking all the otters. These otters are causing me problems. I know. It's no worries. We're happy to have people in the audience. Well, hopefully everybody will have fun with their streams today. As I sort of say, like, I keep getting to the end of my challenges and then losing a bit of interest in the current challenge at the same time, because it sort of put me in a position where there's not much to do in it. Like the sandwich one, I got very bored of at the end. Yeah, this one's, it keeps me occupied, this one. I would still do everything but the hunting for this one off stream, so it's not terrible. Where is that last one? There it is, staring at me. That's why I was tempted to do 2 challenges next month, so I could split them up and enjoy one and the other. Or just do a let's play. Okay, so that was another dud. That's a shame. Like, I was expecting some shinies by now. What do we need anyway? What are we doing on this one? We need to do another 11 strong star, and we can actually put this one away. So that's like showing you just how well we've done with just a little bit of work on the side. Like, if I wanted to do this ultra focus, I would just make a full team of that and then work my way through all their moves, and you'll do it even quicker. But who wants to do this the quick way, right? Okay, nothing here today, or on this one. We know we don't need to go to the beach because there's nothing there. But that's where we got the Mr. Mime from the distortion, which was only my second ever distortion shiny. So that was pretty fun. Let's see, do we get a shiny alphabet letter? No, we don't.
This drink, I like it.
I know, it's great, right?
Another!
I don't even need to look at that one. You definitely didn't time that one right. You knew. I'm in the base camp. The shiny noise won't go off in the base camp. Because we've already been there. It's one of those where I think if you've played the game, you know the exact spots to hit someone with that alert. But if you haven't played the game, you'll think that's a good idea and we'll try it, and you lose out on your coins. But we're going to keep going. Like, we've got the W. Can we get something else? Of course not. So theoretically, they are about 1 in 4 or 500. And because it's 1 in 4 or 500, if we see 6 each time we go there, theoretically we'll see one soon. But I need to reset a map anyway, so that's the quickest thing to go and have a quick look at without doing too much. That's the way I've got to look at it. I've got to look at something I can have a quick glance at. You're in the present, not the past. Right, Spiritoon, please. How do we still not have a single Spiritoon? That is ridiculous. Fair enough. It's always going to be a little bit delayed, but I try not to put too much of a delay on it. Try this again. Spiritomb, please. We haven't seen a single Spiritomb outbreak, and I'm not doing permutations just to see if I can get some luck out of it. I'm way too lazy for that. Right. And another no Spiritomb one, really? Let's try again then. But this is what I mean by it's sort of that slow stage, because we are just going backwards and forwards to check an outbreak here and there. Back to our orders, I hope. That could be helpful. Would be good to see. Hi, Munchlax lady. Have some berries and show me 3 or short outbreaks or friends. Oh, I said 3, not 0. Ah, dear. This game's hating me today. Mind you, we did get the Charum, which is a very, very rare shiny. It's one of the, outside of the distortions, you could arguably say it's the rarest outside of anything that you can just naturally see on the map. So that is actually a big plus. Don't even know what the last 2 were there. Oh dear. Game, game, game. Why are you hating me today? I didn't know that Spiritomb would be the hardest for this challenge. I really did. But the other thing is we haven't seen a single Eevee one. And I thought we may have seen just a basic Eevee outbreak. That would have helped. But nope. Not that lucky either. Let's see. Sure what, please. I think it's not even giving me the things I need. Oh no. And I'm not even getting berries. I'm getting completely screwed now, aren't I? This game. I don't think this dark number total is going to go up today at this rate. Okay, well, we'll do this. The worst thing about these 2 that we need is there is no natural spawn for them. Ray double. Need to find something Voices doesn't like. What do you mean by that? It's probably the shinies that aren't the right colour. You also have to remember I can't play many games, so I won't be playing games I don't like. I don't know why I talked to that person for. I need to just go here. No one caught the Luxio. Oh no. Kim broke the game again. Nope. And this is definitely the bit I don't like about this game. 100%. This is why we stopped shiny hunting in the past, because it's not so bad when you need anything or most things, but when you only need one or two, you kind of just get stuck doing loops like this. And it's not that much fun to play either, let alone watch. If I was doing a full Living Dex, we would not spend as little time on each map. We would probably just do circles and see what we could get. But the one good thing is it makes it a lot easier to edit when you don't get the shinies you need. It's funny because I've been working on the bigger video and I edited like the middle part together, and since then I've only had 2 more shinies. So it'll be an easy finish. We'll just have to do a lot of rambling. So just insert clip from stream of ramble or rant. When you said about flipping the camera again, Kim, did you just mean put it on the right hand side? Or full-blown flipping the camera? As in the camera's output. The main reason we don't do like a full screen one is a lot of the games, it's very difficult to find a good spot for the camera. Like this game, I wouldn't know where to comfortably put the camera on the main gameplay that doesn't compromise line of sight. The same with Violet and Scar, the Violet Scar, yeah, Sword and Shield. For Dynamax Adventures, I even tried it once and it just kept getting in the way wherever I put it. Now, we have a Spiritomb outbreak. Now, this is the target that we've been searching for all the way through this. The thing is, the amount of shinies I've probably left behind in this challenge is probably out of this world. Because all the shinies technically spawn in when you first drop on the map. We don't start with a shiny. That's a fact, but at least these are angry. So we can just deal with angry demon creature things. That survived hits. Okay, that's not good. And it's going to get 2 shots. But we survive. We're mainly just trying to do the moves, as we said. Like, I thought that would be enough. No worries. Thank you for coming in today. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll probably see you around someone's stream tonight. We're going to get attacked by all of them at once, aren't we? I thought we had a one-on-one. If we're going to do these fights, we have to do one-on-one, or it's stupid really for us. So we'll do this way. See if it brings us more luck. Now we know we need to also do strong style, so see if this is enough. It's not. That's not good. Now it'll probably one-shot me. Or get 2 hits on me. No, okay, we do get the 2 hits. Maybe we won't do the strong styles then. Then we might get the 2 hits before they attack us. It's kind of important, I think, to save us from getting knocked out. We'll see what a Dark Pulse does to it then. Hopefully it's a good amount of damage. And then we do the strong style second time around. That's the sensible plan. Okay, so that's another one done. Please give me a shiny game. So this sort of worked where we did a normal, then a strong style. That's going to be our plan. It worked, it's going to be helpful for this. Yes. As long as we stay one-on-one, we're okay. I'm hoping at least we get... Maybe we could get the second outbreak, I guess would be good. This gives us another roll of the dice. I guess that's what our best hope is going to be for this one. I don't know, it's very complicated. But this is like the first one we've had for the day, so we take what we can get, I guess. This one is perfected as well, which is what's a little bit more frustrating with all of this. Because we knew we were struggling at the start, we went out our way to perfect all of the dexes for all the dark types. So we could do this the quick way. I imagine it's going to be called the quick way. Probably isn't. Now, do I think a Thunder Punch will be enough to knock it out? It's a bit risky, but I've got to take it for the Shadow Balls to be saved. Where are the others? They really ran away, didn't they? So, like, as we said, like, this is the plan to get this one done as much as possible. And then, on paper, we've only actually got a couple of sessions until we finish this month. So we've got, what, 5 more after today? I'm probably going to do 2 as Dynamax only, which will be actually the last, which will be Thursday and Monday, so the last day of the whole challenge will be Dynamaxes. That's an interesting way to end it. If we manage to get the Gas Lord or Yveltal, that'll be a good one. And there wasn't one there. Okay. Never mind. Sad times. Sad times. But we did do a lot of research. That is quite good. What did we get done on this? So we don't need to do Dark Pulses, but we're a long way off the strong style moves. We need to stun 2 more as well, and fight it. I forgot we've got to fight it. I spent so much time catching the alpha, I never thought about actually just battling it. As it's night time, I might just do that very quickly. I can stun it a couple of times and then try a strong... No, we'll just try a Dark Pulse. Get some Dark Pulses done on it. Because you never know, it's always worth a shiny check on an alpha. Nope. No, we needed to stun it anyway, so it's not a problem. It was always something we needed to do, so I'm not worried. It's probably going to hurt me a lot. Thing is, if it does knock me out, I can go to the Glalie, which also has a dark move that we need to use. But if it's night time, I'm going to just finish this one off. For battling and stunning. We need to fly back there. That's how little we're going to do. And head back home again. Try this again. Oh, yes. That's not too bad. So we've got to beat it 5 times with a dark move. So we've already put the focus on doing that one, I guess. This is the thing, like as I said, I've been doing a lot of the researches, and there's little bits like that which won't take too long to do, but are still a lot of map resets. But now we've got our Oshawott chance, let's focus on that, see how well that goes, and yeah, that'll do, I guess. The only thing I will say is I don't think I really need to catch very much. I think there's a few of the water spawns I'm really far behind on catching, mainly because they're water spawns and nobody likes the water in this game. It's probably the worst thing about Arceus. Well, at least we know where we're going this time. It is by the Lickitungs. We'll use this to start with. So, as we see, nothing here for us to start this off. In all my time, I have never seen a shiny Oshawott. We have had a Duot before, but as I do like a little bit of a rule where I don't evolve anything, we don't have another one of the lowest type. We kept it as a Duot, unless it's part of this challenge where we would have to evolve it. It's as simple as that. I'm pretty sure we've got to do a few strong styles and Electivire will be done, which is good. Did not expect to finish off some research in today. But bonus points for it, I guess. What else else is here? There it is. I knew it'd be lurking, waiting to say hello. I'll probably find out I still need to do the Thunder Punches and I wasted them all with Strong Style. No, it is just Strong Style I need to do. Which is okay. I got Thunderbolt and that will be enough to finish this off. I put this on the team so I could go and do like all the Gyaradoses and stuff, but I think we're going to have to focus on using the Jolteon for that. But not. I got Jolteon and Raichu still to do. So there we know is a terrible one. I think I've got to use Thunder with both of them. So it's going to be one of those where it looked like it will be smooth, but it won't. We'll keep messing it up. There's got to be one more here somewhere. Lurking in the shadows. It did not say it was over. Well, there it is. And I believe a Strong Style hit here. Done. Right, is that everything? It is done, and there was nothing there, and there's no more on the map. Damn you, Oshawott! But I do think we finished off Electivire. For the moves, anyway. The rest is just catch and defeat. I literally just said I don't need to catch many, but I got all of these I need to do. Whenever I go to the coast, or the Cornet Highlands, we'll go and get one of them. Again, that'll be a later today's bit. Like, no rush for it. I'll probably just keep it on the team, I guess. I don't think I've got a Raichu ready to use. It's a bit annoying. Well, Spiritomb is rarer, so we'll do this one. We don't want to waste a chance for Spiritomb. We know we can get Oshawott in Scarlet and Violet. It's not good odds, but we'll take what we can get. Now, can we get back-to-back Spiritombs, please? And it's a no. It would be great at the beginning of the challenge because I've got what? Stunky, Skorupi, Murkrow, Stunky. That's a great one for just generally the dark types, but not the ones I need. That's annoying. That's very annoying. So we're going to put a bit of focus on just doing quick respawns now, I think. Probably not going to check anything, just because we're coming up to an hour and a half of pretty much nothing. Why? Okay, so you can die trying to leave, which is good fun. Learned something new today. Not going to do that again. It's because I like it always saved on the deer. I wish it would stay on the weirdeer. I really do. I might end up... no, I'm trying to think what would be the best thing to put on my team. Because I know I want to do some of the Lucario ones. And Lucario is an obvious choice. But the problem is I've got a lot of Thunder moves I need to do. Like, I know I could use the Dusknoir's Thunder Punch. And then I can use Strong Style, get that done quicker. But it's sort of one of those where I just don't want to... I know I've got to do the Jolteon and Raichu. I think Jolteon might be the last moves to be done of the evolutions I've got to do. Pretty confident I've done the rest. Might not have done Glaceon. But I know Vaporeon, Flareon, Sylveon, Umbreon's definitely done, because that was one I did recently. Imagine I would have done Espeon, and I think I had a Leafeon on my team when I played the game. because I kept trying to evolve them and not really understanding how it worked. But that's this game, right? Let's try again. Look, we've really gone through a dry spell of these. And this is the perfect example of why I would like to do the DAs, because at the end of the day, with the DAs, you're going to constantly be doing something with this and a lot of the shiny hunting. Especially my challenges, I end up with not much happening near the end. So we have one Oshawott. Well, welcome back. Did you manage to find a shiny in the DAs? I have finally found a Spiritomb Outbreak, but it didn't have a shiny in it. And I'm not a fan of the permutations method. So, once it's done for me. Are you going live to do some more a bit later, or...? Where are these Oshawotts? They're behind me. That's not an Oshawott. Take this. You silly little monkey. Do I need to do anything to this? Not really. I might catch it just to have a backup one, I guess. Now, where are the Oshawotts? I swear it said they were here. Are they over here? Where are they? Are they actually in this little path here? No. Where are my Oshawotts? Wait, how did I not go far enough to the Oshawotts? They're actually... I heard a shiny. I definitely heard a shiny. But what was it? Is it you? Are you the shiny? If you are, we're doing this, and if you run away, you're not shiny, you're too bright. Go away. But it's not you, I'm pretty sure. I want to be careful that it's not Eevee. I was hoping I could see it. Like, the only thing that's remotely interesting there is an Eevee. Where are you, shiny thing? Well... Yo! Damn monkeys. I think this evolution line is my most common shiny in this game. And it's, as we were saying earlier, the perfected dexes mean nothing. Because they're two that I have not perfected, and I tend to get one every week. Okay, that was not this. There are our Oshawotts. I guess we can just do this then on these. Oh, I actually got that same Pokemon last week. Not that location, but the one by Avalug's Legacy. Like, usually you get the unevolved one, the most common, but suddenly I get a load of them. I've missed about 3 APOMs in recent months because I just couldn't be bothered to catch stuff. Or I went into battle and they ran away. Because that's how little I care. Are you going to carry on doing DA on streams as well today? They're the favourite ones, the last minute clutch ones. It is fun though, just to see that, like, we could almost try and arrange for everyone to have different things saved up. Because you've got your 6 in your lineup, Corey's got a few, I've got a few different ones, and other people have got other ones, and suddenly you've got nearly every legendary lined up for someone. I can't remember if I need to do the strong style with this anymore. Doesn't look like it, so we'll go to you. That's not an oshawott, that's a flower. Oh, I should use Shadow Ball. I've got to do more Shadow Balls. No, it doesn't matter. I've got to do so many strong style. I'll finish it off in no time. Where's the last one hiding? Look, it's actually lurking, that one. But not lurking well enough. For some reason I thought Oshawott was a normal type for a minute. I know there's another one here. Where did you... There you are. Get back here, you little otter. No, there are berries, but they're both runners, so I'm not going to bother. Why did I catch the other Apom? I don't even know why. But when I'm doing this offline, I will tend just to go to any outbreak that I need to beat stuff at the moment, and then just do the defeat stuff, just to get through a few more. Like, for example, this one would be quite a good one to go and do. Because this is one I actually do need to do a lot of catching on. But I shouldn't waste, I should not stop wasting my time on it. I know that there's so much I need to do on it. Because they're horrible to catch. I think it's here, isn't it? It should be. And they're also angry. Oh, that's a good one. Catch without being seen, so I jump in the middle of them all. But, like, for example, it's defeat with a grass move. And they all go and hide underwater as well. I know, we're not going to bother. We'll leave that. It was fun while it lasted. That's definitely one I need to do when I can fully focus and not get frustrated. Nice. I was trying to look through my Pokedex the other day, and let's say I haven't done very much. I don't know what the battling's like in that game still either. So I look at it and I get so confused with what's going on. Does it look like you're going to add that noise onto it? Let's see. Spiritomb time. Come on, lucky game. Send me the charm that we need to hit to get our shiny. If we don't, well, we'll move on. I've had the Pikachu show up a couple of times. It's usually when Kim's not paying attention that it turns up. Everybody does love Noi Bat though. It's a sort of an underrated favourite of people who like the cute ones. Okay, so we were gonna just actually do this. Let's do one. Should have gone for battles. Should have gone for battles. Pop. Hello, Corey. Welcome in. How are you today? I assume you're still in bed. And hello, Oak. How are you doing? I've really struggled today. I'm not gonna lie. We're stuck only looking for Spiritomb and Oshawott. That's all we need in this game. Well, and Eevee, I guess. So we're sort of just sort of looking for the massive mass outbreaks, and Spiritomb just doesn't want to turn up ever. What did we do? Oh, we caught some, didn't we? I forgot we did that. We've done a little bit of trying to perfect some more dex entries, like so. For example, we finished the attacks that Electivire needs to do, and I need to go and grab something else eventually. But because I'm focusing on this, I will do them later today. I think if I got the right roll of the dice, I could get some more done, but everything's just sort of missing, and this is about the third stream we've been looking for these three. But we did get a shiny Cherum earlier, Cherubi, out of an outbreak. We thought we'd give it a go, and there was a shiny sat there waiting for us, which was very good. Did take a while to be sure it was the right one, because the key thing is that I'd play this as a colourblind shiny hunter, so some things I have to take a double check at. Like, part of me was going to just keep doing the unknowns, because I want to do a form shiny living dex, but because I try to only do the dark type hunting on stream, nothing off stream, unless it's go when it happens to happen. I know to try and focus more. No, it is good fun. Like, I see things. A lot of people quite often complain about the Pichu and Pikachu shinies, and for some reason I can actually see them. That's the weird side of it. But then when I was doing something else, like, I couldn't figure it out at all. That's why we like this game, because we get our little sparkly noise. And that's why I was trying my hardest to get into doing the random encounters, but I just don't have the patience for it. And we did what, 4 or 5 videos solely on random encounters, Nickets and Zigzagoons and all sorts, and we got nothing. And I mean nothing. So part of the reason why I was going to do a DA session was not actually to have the two dark types lined up. It was to go on the runs where I would find a dark type on the run that could be shiny and take that as my shiny. But this is why I don't this part of the challenge is where it's got a bit frustrating, because at the beginning of this game we had 13 potential shinies in this game. I already dismissed Sneasel and Weavile because distortions aren't worth waiting around for. If they were on a map where you could get dark types, I would probably have had a little look, but there's no dark types in this in the Fieldlands. And then I did put Gyarados on my list because of the Mega, but we caught a Gyarados in the Cornet Highlands anyway. And I'll be going in there for, at best, 4 EVs, but very unlikely to get 1. So it wasn't worth it. Yeah, so that was kind of the plan. So we were down to the 11. We ended up getting most of the ones we want pretty early. Like, we got Skorupi. We ended up getting Hunchcrow before Murkrow. And I got the 2 Quillfish. I got the Stun Tank before the Stun Key. I got the Murkrow in Go by accident because they had the week of Dark type Pokemon, which was quite fun. I was checking every single one, and the only one I got was Murkrow. But I've decided to count it just because why not? It'll be quite fun to add to the story in the main video when we do it, that we caught something in another game. Main other one is Violet has really let me down, I think. I think, like, for what I need to do is, like, I got really lucky with the Paradox Iron Jugulus very quickly, and Morpeko was easy, but the rest I'm getting like 1 in every 3 sandwiches. It's been really bad. Which is why my total is not as high as I would like it to be. And like, I'm not going to keep going until I hit 71. It's like, if I don't hit all 71, that's my total for the month. And the idea would have been to do different types, but I'm getting very tired of sandwich shiny hunting at the moment. Like, I knew from day one I wasn't going to get all of them. Like, because like all my time in no worries, Wolfie. All my time in Sword and Shield, I've only ever had 3 random encounters shinies. So I knew from day one we weren't going to hit the total. But the challenge was to see whether we could get close to it. And I feel like doing the DAs for a whole month will be quite fun because you're constantly doing something. Unlike some of the other games I've been doing recently where it's sort of just looking. At least with DAs there's some strategy involved, and I wanted to do something with a little bit of strategy. So one of my options was a Nuzlocke or Monolock or a Type Lock or something. I didn't want to do a base Nuzlocke, because that's why I was looking at a Monotype or what I was going to call a Type Lock. So in Scarlet and Violet there are 18 badges, there are 18 types. I can use 1 type in each gym, but still also play it as a Nuzlocke. As such, so you only get your first encounter. It was something I was looking at. But I think yesterday's stream sort of committed to what we're going to go for. Considering we've been doing this since mid-December, say, that was my most successful viewer, new follower, etc. stream we've done. So we're going to go for that. As I was saying, one of the good things with it is, if we're doing it as a bit more of a community, we can all sort of, like, if I'm doing this time here, say 12 till 3, and for example Boy from Belgium goes on at 2, when I finish I can just raid into him and then take my audience to them, and then when he finishes he could go into the next person if it's you, Corey, or someone else, and suddenly we're bringing more and more people together. And we're all sticking to the same sort of idea. So that was the sort of plan. Because we've all seen with the DAs in the last week or so just how busy the streams can get, because there's always people who want to do a few DAs and people are still shiny hunting through them anyway, like us. The only thing I probably should do a little bit more effort in is to try and get my shield run done. Like I've got to do I got my DLC for shield and I need to get I need to start a game basically on it. Get the shiny charm. What I'm going to do is just transfer everything in though. I'm not going to rush to catch everything like last time I did that save. There are a few horrible ones to do, like the Spritzy and Aromatus, stuff like that. Cursor is awful to try and catch, even in the game it's in. So we'll do a bit of strategy planning for that. Shouldn't take too long. But that's why I was going to do a Nuzlocke on Shield, because then I can do the game as like the base game and carry on. But Oshawott, you're not being very nice today, are you? So if we were to have a very quick look here. Oshawott. I have caught 109. It doesn't say how many I defeated either, but we've caught 132 of these. And yeah, so you can tell that we've sort of done quite a lot of that line and not... That's right, that wasn't 0 when we started though. I'll just point out it's... But we've done really well to just fly through some of the Dust Noir with these outbreaks. Like usually I try to catch everything, but today I've decided I'm just going to fight everything because some of these are so more stronger and we can just get through them quicker, right? Right, let's do this. So we're going to go to the Maya lands and come back, and then I'm going to do my rule I've been doing where if there is nothing on the map that's a massive mass outbreak or an EV outbreak, we stop for the day. Right. It's my way of doing a bit of a cut-off without doing a full cut-off. And hopefully there'll be some... I want to start trying to do more raiding into people. So I'm hoping there'll be some people that we could raid into. But I only know 3 people online. And 2 of them won't take raids. Or won't take raids from us. One's like a big Pokemon streamer, and the other one's playing either the TCG or Marvel Snap. But we did get an outbreak, so we'll check. You get a Quaxley. Nice. And of course there's no Spiritomb there. I don't know how many of the Ultra Great Balls you get at the start. You can put this game into your stream as well if you want. Like, it's not too difficult to set up. I think basically you just need to follow it and make it a moderator, and I think it starts. There are instructions on the Twitch page on what to do. I don't think you need to be affiliated to do it, because someone else who's in quite a lot isn't affiliated and has it in theirs. when it comes to the affiliate stuff, it tells you pretty much everything you need to do. Um, it's no different than having like Stream Elements or Nightbot coming in to just give you a little bit of security. They're the only ones I've used, is Stream Elements and Nightbot. So that is going to actually be it then. Actually, we'll go and move our about 400th probably Ambipom before I lose it. Where did it go? It should be there. It is. That's the shiny one, yes. You can just go. Actually, you can go in here. This is the challenge box. So that's the ones we've got so far. The Overquill is in Scarlet and Violet, so it's a lot easier to evolve in. Don't have to do all of the other nonsense to get it prepared. We said we needed to put something new on the team, didn't we? And I think I'm going to go for something really simple to do, rather than one of the more complicated ones. Well, on this game, I've been trying to do. Let's go to the beginning of this. So on my channel, I'm going to do something where if I'm in a game, there's going to be a shiny giveaway box. So in the channel points, it's quite an expensive channel point redeem, but you can redeem a shiny from the giveaway box, and I can trade it to you from the game I'm playing. I'm going to have it on this Sword and Shield and Violet. So that's going to be there all the time, because I don't need any of these. Might as well give them to people who will want them or need them to complete their collection. This is just sort of spares. I think a few of them I can evolve for the shiny decks. And I've had 3 of this Alpha Steelix, and I don't know how. I don't even know why that Usher was there. But I was going to build an Alpha Dex, but I've been really lazy with this. Really lazy. But one of my other ideas for a challenge was to spend 1 month getting only alphas, but not the static alphas, to get an alpha living dex in here. Which, at the end of the day, all of these are easy to get again, let's be honest. But this is the main shiny dex that I was slowly building. When I finish challenges, I move things into this, because we did the 31 hours of shiny hunting, and a lot of them came from there. So there's a few that need to be evolved, like the second Kadabra I got recently. But we got a few in here. I actually got this Mr. Mime from a distortion the other day. Yeah, this Wishcash was the one in the cave with the Crobat, which was really good. And I believe this Rolch was the one next to the Glade in Snowpoint Temple. So I got slightly excited. We've only ever had one unknown, which was RW, which was a nice one to get. Another one just to evolve. But then I also want to build a shiny Alpha Living Dex, which is not doing as well. But in the last 3 or 4 months, I've got a Bidoof, Wurmple, Badoo, one of my 3 Steelixes. Gumi was like my second ever Alpha shiny, which was my favourite, because I jumped when it made the noise and thought it was a real shiny and was going to run away. And that's the static Luminion as well, which was my first ever Alpha shiny. But everything else is just sort of bundled in here because I'm doing the completing the dexes. And this is pretty much my A team. So probably going to take this Lucario, because I said I wanted to do some stuff with Lucario. This is going to go in the bin, this Electivire probably. But yeah, wait. Of all those alpha ones, I believe we got the first one. We had 2 until December, and the rest we've just got from December onwards, because we've been doing shiny hunting bingo challenges, which have been a lot of fun with the trainer lounge. And the first challenge I did was 31 hours in this game, completely in this game, where I spent an hour just rotating through a map, so just cruising it, not directly going for anything in particular. And that was what was quite fun. And I only did hour-long streams, so 31 hours, you could do the maths. That's 6 hours on each, and then the last hour just did one. If there was nothing, we just did the tour. If there was massive mass outbreaks, we would do massive mass outbreaks. And it was just to see how many you could get. And I think we got about 50 to 50, between 50 and 60, which was fantastic. Then we did how many shinies can you get in 100 sandwiches, which was about 78, I think we got in the end, which was good, but it did go on too long. I probably should have just done 50. But it was very ambitious, and it meant we streamed for a bit longer. Then I did some Let's Plays, and this is the third challenge, which is going well, I think. And then I thought, like, we had some fun with the DAs yesterday, and as I said, it was probably my most successful stream to date. So I want to try that for the month, and as we said, everyone's open to join and do their own bits and bobs for it. I just would love to see all the pictures of the shinies that everyone gets. Like, I don't really. I put that I want to know how many you do, but sorry, that's how many I'm gonna count. How many I do. But tomorrow we'll be back in Violet. Yes, I said how much